loves, Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So if this is your first time on the channel, I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button and be sure to click that bell, that way you never miss an upload from me. And if you're an OG that's been here for a minute, thank you so much for coming back. So first and foremost, I just want to say Happy New Year, you guys. Welcome to 2020. We made it. Oh my gosh, like 2019 was definitely a year of big changes for me, which is part of the reason why I haven't been on YouTube for quite some time. So I do want to apologize for my absence. I want to thank everyone that's still been commenting and just sharing all of their lovely thoughts on my videos. It's really been encouraging me to really hurry up and get back into making videos and sharing content with you all. I want to say welcome to everyone that has been subscribing in my absence. Welcome to the Simply-Nisey family. I'm so happy to have you guys here, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys great content. And what will really help me out a ton is when you leave your comments, also suggest different things for me to do and to build or to share with you guys. That always helps me. A lot of times I get creator's block and it's just hard to produce new ideas, so your comments definitely help out a ton. But yeah, thank you everyone who's just been continuing to rock with me. All of the new people, welcome. And yeah, let's just get into this video. So as you can see, I am creating a build, and this is called, you know what, I'll just tell you because you'll see it in the title anyway. This is called the Carmichael Estate, and it's going to be a very large house. So surprise, this is not a one-part video. I think this is going to be either 2 or 3 parts, you guys. When I was done recording like all of the actual build footage, I had over 20 hours of content filmed. I put a lot of love into this place. It's for a very special family, which you guys will learn more about as time goes on. But I really love how this came out. So yes, this is the Carmichael Estate. So obviously the people who will be living here, their last name is Carmichael, and they are a very affluent family. I wanted to do this house in a Mediterranean style, which was still pretty modern, as far as the different features, which we'll get into in the later parts. But I just wanted it to be big and beautiful and really opulent and illustrious and all of those wonderful things. So yeah, as you can see, we are in the world of Windenburg. We don't stay here, but I do start off here, and Windenburg was one of my first choices to put this in. I definitely wanted the environment to have that really beautiful coastal style with the beaches and the waters. It's just the best. And if you've been on my channel for quite some time, you know that Windenburg is perhaps my favorite world to build in. I feel like it just has so many different features that appeals to a lot of people's lifestyles. They got the countryside, they got the coast side, and they also have the bustling city. So I just think that it's such a wonderful place because it has so much to offer. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that 2020 is treating everyone so good right now. For me, this is a time where I'm putting a lot of things into action. And I've just been going through a lot of personal life things. There is a lot of growth that I am striving to achieve this year, and of course ongoing with my life. But definitely 2020, there are a lot of plans that I want to put into motion as far as what I want to do next with myself. You know, what do I want to do next for a long-term career? Obviously I'm on YouTube as a builder, and that's partially because I've always had aspirations of something in home design. When I was younger, and now, but especially when I was younger, I watched a lot of HGTV, and I really wanted to be an architect. And unfortunately, I had a teacher say something, and I know that she didn't mean it in high school, but it really discouraged me from pursuing the architectural career, because I had a pre-calculus class and I just wasn't doing so well in it. And she said something to the effect of, if you can't get this, you won't be able to be an architect, and that really discouraged me. However, I've always had kind of a flair for home design and home decor and interior design, so I would love to eventually become an interior designer. I feel like that is more in line with where my life is right now. Currently, I am a freelance graphic designer, so I feel like interior design kind of combines the initial interest of being an architect with the skill set that I've gained throughout college and just throughout my experience of being a freelance designer. So I feel like that is the perfect blend of passion and skill, and those are just some things that I want to pursue in the future. But as far as YouTube, I just want to bring you guys lovely content. I want to bring you guys beautiful builds, which is why I'm doing this here. This build was inspired by a real life mansion in the Malibu beach of California, if that even makes sense. But yes, this house that this was inspired from is located in Malibu, California, and it's called Il Pelicano. I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is a multi-million-dollar home on the beautiful coast of Malibu. It's definitely Mediterranean style, and it has a lot of different little features from around the world. And the woman that owned it, or at least owned it at the time, I don't know if she's still the owner, but she just has such great flair, and I love all of the different elements that she was able to bring from around the world and incorporate it into her home and really live out her idea of what luxury living is. And I was just super duper inspired, and I felt like this was perfect for this family that I had in mind. So yeah, as you can see, we are still working on the exterior facade. I am just adding in a bunch of little arches and pillars and all of these little details that makes the house feel more complete. And this ground area that we're working on right now, we are going to have a balcony that is off the master bedroom. We will also have a pool and just a lot of different features. So yeah, I would say the most challenging thing was to kind of figure out how this house was going to lay. Obviously, I've only seen this home on TV, so it's not like I had a floor plan or anything to reference from. What usually helps me, especially when I'm creating a large build, is that I create a sketch, and I feel like a sketch just really helps to put things into scale for me. Something that I've learned just building with The Sims over the years, I've started playing The Sims 3 and really getting into building there. But what I've learned is when you sketch something out, you get a better handle of how big things actually are and also how to maximize your space. When building a large home, I would say the key takeaway is don't go for just the sheer size, because if I was to build a house that was, I think this lot size is 40 by 30, or is it 40 by 50, but if I made the house itself that size, do you know how hard it would be to actually furnish and like map out the functions for everything? It would be super duper impossible, like, don't you think? So I've learned to sketch it out that way I can maximize how I want to use everything, and also incorporate things like landscaping and just the other parts of the lot to make it feel more realistic. Because if you think of a real house as more than just the house on a lot, there's also the yard, the driveway, all of those wonderful things. But anyway, we have skipped forward quite a bit, so we are now in Brindleton Bay. As I mentioned earlier, I definitely wanted to have that coastal vibe, and I'm using the 64 by 64 lot, and this is where this house actually ends up being. So I'm working on the terrain now, and I just added a bit of wall coverings here. Like I said, I was going for more of a Mediterranean style, and the home that this was inspired by has a lot of kind of like stone textures on the exterior, and it sits up on this hill overlooking the beach. So that's what I'm kind of creating. I'm elevating the ground just to make it look a little bit more taller than what it is, and also just making a smoother transition from the house, since it is raised, to the ground, because Sims don't want to climb stairs everywhere. Like, I know I wouldn't, so I'm just creating a lot of different slopes and things, and I'm working on this gazebo area now. I was going to try to put like a little half wall up there, and then I changed it to a fence because I was thinking maybe Sims just needed a little extra room to walk out. But I decided that I was just doing a bit much, so I scrapped that. This particular area here in the kind of gazebo circle area, it was giving me a lot of trouble, in the sense of, you know, The Sims isn't perfect when it comes to working with diagonal, so I was getting a lot of error messaging, but I do eventually sort that out, and you'll see what I do with that later on, of course. I would say the main packs that I used to achieve this architectural style was definitely the vampires pack. I really love the arches and the big doors. I feel like it just really plays up that opulence, making it feel like such a grand home, and the ornate details are just really key to me to make this home feel like it's worth a lot of money. I don't know how often you guys watch shows about like luxury homes and things like that, but I noticed, although a lot of the homes aren't my particular taste, the details is what really adds to the value of the home and what really makes it qualify as luxury, and I just feel like the vampire pack does a wonderful job of that. I also use a lot of doors from the Strangerville pack. I really love the glass paneling and all of the detail work on that, and I also use a lot of windows from the Strangerville pack for that reason. I also use some windows and doors from Discover University. Funny thing, I haven't actually done any gameplay with Discover University. I've only recently got the pack sometime last month, but the end of the year is just always so crazy for me. We hosted Christmas over here as well as Thanksgiving. No, I'm lying. We hosted Thanksgiving last year. We went somewhere else for Thanksgiving, but we definitely hosted Christmas, so it was just really crazy. But I haven't had a chance to play with Discover University, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to doing. And yeah, I'm just working on the interior. This home is a 4-bedroom, 5-bath home. Some of the other key features is that it will have 2 office areas, one towards the front of the house and one in a lower level. There's also going to be a fitness area, a in-home spa, a pool, plenty of balcony space. In the kitchen there's going to be a butler's kitchen, just with, it's basically a pantry, but there's going to be a sink and just some other things. There is a butler's quarters that will be one of the bedrooms. And what else? I think those are all of the key features. Yeah, I think those are all of the key features as far as the rooms go. But yeah, right now I'm just working on getting the textures and the patterns down. That's what I really wanted to focus on for this video, just getting the foundation structured. I didn't want to just overload you guys with you know, all of this footage, so I just decided to break it up, and I hope that's okay. And I really love that open wood burning stove that came with the Jungle Adventure Pack. I don't quite know how practical that is indoors, but I really love the look, and I hope you do too. And I'm just working on some of the fencing around the upper balcony area. I wanted to kind of combine the rod iron with the glass. I just felt like that was a really slick look, and I don't know, it's fun, and I really like how that came out. So yeah, that's just pretty much what I'm doing now, working on the fencing and just making sure your Sims don't fall off because that would be kind of tragic. But yeah, the outdoor area will be beautiful. You will definitely see that in the last video of the series. So far, I would say my favorite feature is definitely that circular area that is covered by that roof. I just really love it. I just feel like it makes the home feel unique. And I just did my best to go through all the packs I had just to really bring out that Mediterranean flair with the beautiful roof and the fencing around the pool area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I have rambled on enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. I just want to say thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your views, all of your comments. It's really just been motivating me to hurry up and get back into it, because I missed you guys and I love sharing what's in my head with you guys, and I love just seeing your feedback and also checking out your builds if you have channels or if you have different what am I trying to say? I love looking at your builds on the gallery too, so definitely drop that info below and I'll be sure to check it out. But yeah, this is awkward. I haven't done this in a while. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe. It helps me and the channel out so much. And join the Simply-Nisey family. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and all of those wonderful YouTube things. And if you're interested in anything in my personal life or just to see anything that I'm doing on social media, all of those things will be linked down below. And check me out on the gallery. My origin ID is Simply-Nisey. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye guys.